Walmart. Family's been advised. Copy 26.
So that was a multi-agency search for a gentleman, and found him in the bathroom at Walmart, I believe. They searched multiple places, agency-wide, so they were doing it with the sheriff's department.
Have they been able to take the phone yet? They have not advised further. They were going to be doing that. That's what. I'm gonna be clear. I've checked around quite a bit. Haven't found that vehicle. I haven't found
I believe that was the maroon Nissan with the suicidal gentleman. They have been looking further for that one. We all want the welfare checks to go well.
copy vehicle. I saw John coming up. Oh, yeah. Way up. 5496.
Thanks for watching, Daniel Ford. Yeah, they're having trouble with their tag, and they're searching and so on and so forth. And he's running the bin to make sure it's not a stolen car. He's doing a thorough job. That's Corey Isles and Patrick Scott. Of course, it's hotly debated. Is this a Fourth Amendment violation? Where's the victim? Where's the crime? As long as they don't arrest her, I don't have a problem with this. Oh, right there. Sorry, guys. She's standing over there with Patrick Scott. I got them rolling and flexing. Out of control, man. America's Most Unwanted. Bryce T. This is Mr. Suds on 123 or Sills Ave. And we're in the parking lot, and I'm on the public sidewalk on the side street. I forget which one this is, over by Pine Cemetery. Yeah, she's been chatty, but indeed, Better off to remain silent.
Never probably solved that. Probably 17 also.
Nice. Looks like they're gonna cut her loose. As good, you know. No victim, no crime, no arrest. My live feeds froze. She should ask now if she is free to go. Oh, good, yeah. Yeah, it signals intermittent out here sometimes. My recorded version is doing well. There are two officers, Corey Isles and Patrick Scott. So two cruisers. Individual. Thanks, Corey. No, if you want to, you okay? They treated you with pretty good, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Did you have bail conditions? Why were they searching? Just because they couldn't run your tag?
I honestly, that was my first question. Is I was just like, there was no talk about why I was being pulled over, not until the very moment that I was in the back of my own vehicle, and I was like, why exactly am I getting pulled over again? So
Right. No probable cause.
well, they did say
It's
that-
because of the tag issue, right?
Well, what happened was like I'm still shaky because like
Yeah,
I've had bad issues.
it's frightening.
Yeah. So like when I when
They're
I see
gonna
their-
watch.
when I see
Sorry,
their,
I'm gonna
like,
pan over. Yeah.
when I see their like high beams behind me, I get really nervous. So like, anyways, like I knew that I was aware, and I'm an honest girl. Okay, so I
Right.
was aware that my I have 90-day
Paper
pay
plates.
for
Yes.
$127.
I believe
paid for
that's what he
that.
said on
Yeah.
the scanner and verify.
Yeah, 90-day plates. And so I remember thinking, like, I've been pulled over once more in this town, and I remember thinking, I was just like, the last time they didn't really didn't say why they were pulling me over either. So, but they told me before
Right.
that it was because of the tape, you could barely see it. And it had just rained recently, so I was like, I'm going to be getting pulled over for that. But other than that, like, I followed the road rules. So, like,
Sure.
I
So yeah.
didn't notice the lights. I pulled in here, and then their lights immediately came on. This isn't where I pick up my boyfriend, who I'm waiting to pick up.
Yeah.
And
It's all good.
yeah, so
You have the right to travel and go places
yeah,
without search and seizure. And this was a search and seizure.
yeah, it was strange for me to be searched because
Right.
I thought if anything that there
Did you deny search?
no,
He asked and you gave permission?
they didn't ask. They said they told me to step out of the car. That's what I didn't like, and I
That's
feel like
all they did is ask you to step out?
they didn't even ask me. They told me to. It's like, okay, so when they pulled me over, they said, "Hey, what's that?" And like the whole thing, they were like, "Okay, so can you show me? Do you have license, registration, any of that?" I'm like, "I have none of those things on me, but I do have a license. I have 90 days for this to get registered and blah blah blah."
Right. Yeah.
And then he was like, so do you have probation right now? I'm like, no. I'm like, I've got bail conditions that state that so long as I've got a license, I'm okay to drive, and my bail conditions were due to a bench warrant from failure to
Right.
appear, which I have all sorted out. And
Well,
then
thanks for being so honest. I mean,
yeah, and then so I
you
spit
know,
all that
things
out,
happen.
and then I noticed that the other cop was on the other side of me, which I'm not used to two cops, so
So does your bail conditions give them the right to search?
no.
I
So
didn't hear
like
that.
he
Okay.
said that
Yeah.
he's like, I thought everything was over, and then he was like, I'm gonna have to ask you to step. Well, then he told me to put my hands up, and then he asked me to step over, and then basically said that they saw something that might have been paraphernalia, and well, because he saw a mark on my arm, and I was like, he was like, have
Yeah,
you
I got a
used-
cat, right?
have you used drugs recently? And I was like, oh, let me guess, this mark, it looks like IV. Someone else pointed it out. They thought I was like shooting up in my arm because there's a vein there. And I'm like, no, I'm actually been sober 120 days on May 21st, and even then I was smoking. But the point is like, I get what you're seeing, but that's not that. And he's like, okay, keep your hands so I can see them. And then he kind of came back and was like, my partner thinks he sees paraphernalia. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Didn't ask me to. He told me to. And then I went,
So yeah,
out
he
back,
was
and
giving you a
that's-
lawful order if he believes there was paraphernalia.
yeah, that's what they
And-
said. They had a reason. Well, they
Yeah.
had a reason to search me. And then when I got in the back of
So-
back of my car, I said, why am I being pulled over again?
Was there any
No,
seizure of anything?
No.
I didn't see anything removed.
no,
So then that was a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights.
yeah. Is that what that is?
I believe so. Of course, you'd want to consult with an attorney, but this is all on camera.
Yeah,
Geez, I don't have a car. I got a card on me,
really? That'd be great.
and you can. I can show you how to
Is
find
that
the.
why he's lingering to see what you're doing? Yeah.
It's okay. I do this all the time. Been doing it since 2020.
That's amazing of you because I've been really into legal stuff. I won my motion as pro se once before in the court of
nice.
law, and
I'm always looking for legal help.
I've been super into law ever since. But it's the most discouraging thing ever. The judicial
This is
system.
live on accountability now under this date and time.
Yeah.
And we have 5 people watching live,
Oh wow, that's interesting. That's good.
right? And there is a recorded version that's on my YouTube,
Okay. Yes, I'm
and
definitely gonna be in touch.
that'll get downloaded in a couple days. So
Because like I'll say that these cops are kind and stuff, but at
Yeah.
the same time, like I said, the first thing I noticed is that they
Yeah.
told me to get out of the car. They didn't ask me to.
right,
And then in the back, only then when I inquired why am I being pulled over, that's
Right.
when they kind of looked up and they were like, your tape is kind of covering your thing. They didn't say it right when we
Right.
approached the vehicle.
the bald guy with the glasses, not too concerned about him, but the
Yeah.
other guy, the redhead, has a temper,
Yeah.
and he has been known to rip people out of the cars and hurt them.
Oh Jesus.
So, to tell you the truth, that's why I came here, is
Oh,
because
wow.
he was here, and I feared for your safety, and I wanted to
How
come
did
here
you
and make
catch
sure
that?
you were okay.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in my eyes, if pulling you over for a little tag violation, there's no reason to get you out. And if they didn't take any evidence,
No.
then
And
his
how many
his saying
drugs-
there was paraphernalia is BS.
Yeah, that is because
Right.
there was nothing.
So there was
maybe
nothing there.
Even
He
I
made
think-
up an excuse
Yeah.
to get you out and search your vehicle. It's wrong.
Yeah.
They took it too far.
And and they didn't.
And
they didn't go
you
on
know,
my back. They
I'm
didn't
not a
go on my-
lawyer. I'm just trying to articulate that
Right.
this is the way I believe what happened.
And I'm shaky now. and
Yeah, absolutely.
Now
You've
my-
been
my
violated.
driving- my
Do you
driving
feel
skills-
like that
Yeah.
was
my driving-
necessary?
my
He
driving
was
skills-
reading stuff in your glove box.
Yeah.
He was opening paperwork and reading it,
Yeah.
right?
see,
How
that's-
invasive? What is he looking for?
Yeah.
He's looking for a minor amount of scheduled drugs. That's
Or just
right.
like personal information because you know
so
what he's
he didn't have really a good
R.
RAS to search your vehicle.
You want to? They didn't go in the way back where all my stuff's packed up. They didn't go through that. You want to? You know what I want to say about
Right? He didn't open the hood. I've seen him do that. I
You want
mean,
to know what I want to say about Brunswick cops is that
mhm.
I'm dressed down right now, but I'm telling you, every time I come to this town, I'll see them, and I'll pull into a gas station, and I'll be like applying lipstick, and I'll see them drive by males, and I'll be more dolled up. The second they see me go to the gas station, I
Yeah.
have them pull over, come and check me out, and
Sure.
then, or pull me over to get a closer
Yeah.
look because I look alternative with piercings usually in my face. or because I look
Right.
dolled up because I'm seeing my boyfriend, and and they hit on me.
Yeah, they
every time.
profile people. Lifted 4x4 trucks are like their favorite thing to stop for OUIs.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah.
driving one at
Yeah.
night, you're gonna cross a fog line because the thing's got wide tires on it, right?
Mm.
They use that excuse all the time. Any lifted 4x4, that's their prey.
I'm
You
surprised
know?
they didn't say anything negative about you. I was really surprised because I was like,
No.
they were like, don't mind him. He's harmless. But then one of them called you a wannabe.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
one said that you're harmless, but the other one called you a wannabe.
Oh yeah.
So I was very puzzled.
Yeah.
Now that I know you are, how the hell are you a wannabe? You're just a wannabe.
Well,
You want to raise awareness, if anything.
I do a lot, and these guys have inspired me to write rap music. I wouldn't say it's good, but
No, I
you
get
know
it.
what I'm saying?
I'm
It
inspired.
pours my heart. I pour my heart into it because
Yeah.
of the things that have happened in front of my eyes
Yeah.
that they won't admit. You know, they bury and cover everything up.
Oh
They-
yeah.
yeah.
I'm very
They won't
familiar
admit
with
to anything.
this.
They're human. They make mistakes. You
Yeah.
should just admit to, hey, we made a couple mistakes here, and
Yeah.
I would have been a lot better off with it. But instead, I started filming them
Mm.
because they lied right to my
They're
face.
inhumane.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
You know,
they have,
citizens aren't going to come through that complaint process
Mhm.
over nothing.
They
You're not
act
going
like,
to do it.
They act like it's illegal for us to lie, but totally legal for them to lie to us.
Yes, exactly. And
And
they have
my
qualified immunity to protect them.
My fight is with the DHS part of all this, which I won't dive into.
Sure.
But like I do know a bit about the driving stuff, where literally if you look into it, there's a part on, I think it's one of your rights, or I don't know the terms, the constitutional rights, where
Yeah.
you are to drive free anywhere, and you're not
Sure.
supposed to be getting. They're not supposed to charge you
That's
for
your
an
Fourth
ID,
Amendment. I mean,
and you're
yeah.
not supposed to charge you for a license or any of this stuff. And if you never went to driver's ed or ever got your permit, you can get away
Yeah,
with
no
getting
tags
pulled
and
over.
drive the vehicle.
You can get pulled over and over and
Sure.
only pay $120 fee. And they asked my friend who did this all the time in Bassaboro.
Yeah, it's called being a sovereign citizen.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend it because they're going to violate your rights at some point. And if your intent is to sue the police, you better camera up
Yeah,
before
well,
you try and do that.
he was
Because
saying,
that's
my
the only
friend
way
that-
it's going to
My
work.
friend that did it, he was saying that he's like, why would I ever
You
go
need
and get
the
a
paperwork,
license?
right on you.
Mhm.
Yeah, they get no license. Usually they do insure the vehicle so that they don't get sued and lose
Right,
their
right.
home,
Yeah.
which
But
makes
eventually,
perfect sense if you have insurance on it so that you don't harm somebody and they can be taken care of at the hospital because you hit them. You understand?
Yeah.
That's participating in society in the right way. And then all the rest of that is immaterial, and you should be able to do that.
Yeah. And
You're
I'm
not working,
gonna.
driving a taxi or something,
Mhm.
then you're allowed to do that. And by your rights, you are.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's more trouble than it's worth. It's way better to have your stuff
Yeah, that's,
correct
That's
and
unfortunately how
and
they
not
do it.
have to deal with
they
the
discourage
the-
their whole
yeah.
whole angle is discouragement, and the judicial system is to discourage you, to make you it's
Yeah.
difficult and complicated.
play the games and pay the money.
That's why you pay
This
for
is like a
lawyer.
shakedown. They wanted to
Yeah.
see if they could get you on something,
Yeah.
and they're going to generate some revenue.
Yeah.
We've seen them on camera ask people if they have money before they arrest them to make sure that they can bail themselves out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if they didn't have money, you wouldn't arrest them?
They gave me
Is
much better
that-
treatment. They
Oh
gave me
my
so
God.
much better treatment. They were bragging about me in the Somerset County area, and I got to cut this short because I had to pick up my boyfriend.
Sure,
but
of course.
I'll have you know, I want to be in touch because my ex,
Right.
Virgil White, committed suicide in the Somerset County jails, and
Oh
they are
man.
getting. I don't know if I can say anything more about this.
Right.
yeah.
Whatever
So
you feel
he
comfortable
was
with. Don't.
all I'll say
yeah.
is he was supposed to be on suicide watch. How do you commit suicide on suicide watch?
Right.
The state failed
Yeah.
him, and
Yeah.
so that just goes to show a lot. So, but I'm very passionate in this topic, especially like I
Sure.
mentioned the DHS. Like I've always wanted to help mothers in a way where I want to tell them like you got more rights than you know.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to go about it, so I'll be in touch because I admire what you're doing.
Sure.
I really do.
The page is interesting, and I don't hold back, and I encourage free speech. I get bashed a lot by critics,
Yeah.
camera Karens who don't think that people should be filmed, and
Yeah.
I divulge a lot of personal information,
Mhm.
and
Well, it's
yeah,
authentic.
it's open and authentic, and it hurts people sometimes,
it's
because of the
real.
rawness of it. So it's
Exactly.
raw, uncensored news.
Yeah.
And,
It could be a
and the
little
danger is
it could
there.
be
And
shocking to
yeah,
those
when I'm
who are
live,
living.
I'm likely to say anything.
Yeah, but it's shocking to those who don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
That are completely living blindly, and
Yeah.
they're not even aware of it. And I even feel, if anything, I feel merciful for those who are very judgmental and mean towards
Right.
us, our kind, because it's not their fault that they're blinded. You know. But
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah, indeed. Have a great evening. Drive slow and careful.
Try to drive
You
careful.
should
Now
be
that
all
it's
good.
shaking